Kelly's lawyer, Jennifer Bonjean, gives great legal response to daughter Joanne Kelly. So for those of y'all that didn't know, apparently, R. Kelly's daughter came out within the few, I think past few months. What it's been, what I'm not sure how long, but I'm gonna say a few months, right? And she said that her father, R. Kelly, sexually abused her as a minor. So let's listen to what this article is about, and let's see what legal advice the lawyer gave to Jennifer. I mean, what great legal advice Jennifer Bonjean, R. Kelly's lawyer, gave Joanne Kelly as advice. I don't know why I just balled myself up in there. Shh, shh, shh. Don't tell nobody y'all saw that, all right? Shh. It's not the first time, though, all right?
I remember waking up to him touching me. And I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of laid there and I pretended to be
Why did they start the
asleep.
video off like this?
And I just remember from that moment on, like I was a different person. I wasn't the same, but I was too scared to tell anybody. So it was hard to even accept that it happened.
She said it happened one time at 8 or 9. So something that happened once at an age where you can barely remember. You've had 20 years of life since then, and you're reacting as if this is something that happened every single day for a decade. It does not make sense. After, on her platform, TikTok, she did a tribute to her dad with the leg shaking video with her brother and sister. It just doesn't make sense.
Damn. Damn. They coming at this shorty heavy. As a survivor, right? As a surviving warrior, I'm not going to really speak on this. I need to go deeper into it. Could have this happened? Maybe, probably. You see where I'm coming from? It's hard, right? Because his daughter was defending him for a good minute, but once again, victims, tend to hold things in for a long, long time. But you also got kids that the parents can convince them to do things. So I don't know if the mom got parts in this, on having her daughter say this. Could it have happened? Maybe, because if you look at her lifestyle, something happened to her when she was younger. I'm not. Wait, is this the one that? Is she the one that likes girls, or she looks pregnant here? Yeah, this one looks pregnant. So I don't think that's the one that likes girls, is it? I'm not even sure. You think she wants to be an actress? I mean, it's not believe all women. And as a surviving warrior, somebody that's been through, sexual abuse in the past, I also know that there are females that lie about the situation to get certain things that they want, right? So it's kind of hard. So I want to get more details into this because one interview is not going to let me kind of like understand or see what's happening. But let's continue and listen. Maybe I might get something else out of this video.
With the leg shaking video with her brother and sister. It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, Frank Rocco could be right. I'm not saying.
Mr. Kelly vehemently.
Whoa, what happened? Yo, that was some weird shit.
Mr. Kelly vehemently denies the allegations. These are frankly not really new allegations his ex-wife made similar allegation, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago. The allegation was investigated by the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. He was under criminal investigation at the time. He's probably the most highly investigated individual on the planet when it comes to these types of claims.
So basically, 20 years ago, he was being investigated for touching his daughter and nothing happened. What happened? Did the mom change the story? Did the daughter change the story? See, this is new. This wasn't being said before. And then if an investigation was opened up before, why didn't they say this when, you know, when he was being arrested and everybody was talking about it? It's hard to believe. I don't know if Drea wants attention and more money, or, you know, they looking for attention. It could be, but there are real there are real victims out there. You see where I'm coming from? Trying to find a way to become survivors. And if she's lying, she's just one of those that make it hard for people to believe the victims out there, the real victims. And this is just my opinion. If you feel some type of way about what I'm saying, hey, make sure that, you know, the exit button doesn't, you know, make sure that when you leave, the exit button doesn't split you where the good Lord, doesn't hit you where the good Lord split you. Shit, my bad. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't think that people should take this as a joke, play around with it, or say that, you know, it happened to them when it didn't happen, just so that they can get something that they want or get somewhere that they want to get to. This is not a game. This is not a joke. People should start taking these type of topics, these type of, you know, situations a little more serious.
And the Illinois Department of Family, the DCFS, determined that the allegation was unfounded many years ago. Why it's coming back?
Facts, Frank Rocco. Because you know what's crazy? Believe it or not, a real victim isn't looking for attention, isn't looking for money, isn't looking for fame. A real victim wants justice. That's how they're going to be able to overcome. It's justice. That's all they really want, is justice. The ones you see doing all this extra shit, yeah, it makes you think and it makes you wonder, because a lot of them have put people in jail innocently. Out of anger, out of whatever the reason is, a lot of them do it. There are women out here that will lock a man up and say he did this, and he didn't do it, but she just did it because she was angry. That was her revenge, her karma. She took karma into her own hands. So for those that be like, believe all women, that it shouldn't be. There are women that tell the truth, but because the women that lie and sit here and are sneaky and manipulative, you got Delilahs, Liliths, you see where I'm coming from? Like, you got all these women out here that'll sit here and make a good woman look like she ain't shit. But it shouldn't be like that. It's the same way that there are men out here that ain't shit that make good men look like they ain't shit. And it shouldn't be like that either. Like I tell people, man, I believe in equal rights for men and women. But I don't feel like you should treat a man and a woman the same way, because we're not the same. A woman is a woman. A man is a man. A man can't do certain things that a woman does, and a woman cannot do certain things that a man does. Point blank. Simple as that.
The Illinois Department of Family, the DCFS, determined that the allegation was unfounded many years ago. Why it's coming back up, I don't really know the circumstances, but he certainly denies it, and it's our position that if there was any merit to the claims, certainly charges would have been brought. I could assure
I gotta look into that.
Would have loved to put his daughter on the stand to accuse him in the many prosecutions they indicted him for.
Shout out to Funny Animal Short Show. I didn't know about that, and I'm definitely gonna do my research on that. So when I get more info on that, a little more knowledge on that, I will be doing lives on that. And like I said, I don't have a problem with people that are transgender at all. I don't have a problem that, with people that are gay. But I want people to, stop spreading misinformation. When you see that shit, it makes you look at shit like, damn, what the fuck? Like, listen, man, if you're somebody that feels like, you're a woman and you want to have a sex change, you're more than welcome. You see, go ahead, do your thing. But leave the kids alone. Stop putting this shit in the kids' heads. Let the kids live, let them live their childhood. Let them be happy. If they want to be, if they feel as though they're a woman, if they're a boy and they think they're a girl, right? And they grow up and they turn 21 and they still feel the same way, that's when they should do it. Not when they're young and everybody's in their ears and their head saying this, saying that. Yeah, man, so many kids out here confused, not knowing what to do. And then they turn around and say, yes, I'm going to do it because they think it's the right thing to do, or they're making somebody happy. You know how many people have regretted that when they grew up and then they can't take it back? Once you have a sex change, you can't get back what you took away. So my thing is, once again, there's a difference between being gay and being transgender. All right? A big difference, and I wish people understood it. And if you're gay, just be real with yourself. Be real. Don't lie about it. Don't be on the down low with it. You'll be respected more. The problem nowadays is the lies, the bullshit. We're in 2024 already. It is what it is. Like, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I'm not going to be into it. That's what I'm saying. Like, whatever you do, but behind them closed doors, in between them four walls. I mean, yeah, between them four walls and between them sheets, between whoever you're with, that's between y'all. Just keep the kids out of it. That's my opinion.
So, Jennifer, I want to give the benefit of the doubt to him. I want to give the benefit of the doubt to her as well. But when you look at the clip in that documentary, she's in tears. And I'm just wondering if you or your client think that she's acting.
It's not how it works, Ashley. There is not only incredible data around false allegations, my own personal 25 years of experience, but also scholarly articles. And we know that sometimes people come to believe things based on having distorted and contaminated memories, particularly children, and this can be done by their mothers. I mean, this is not junk science. This stuff exists. I don't know what her motivation is. I don't know what's going through her brain. What I can tell you is that Mr. Kelly, again, denies the allegation. And, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office back in 2019 literally set up a hotline after the Surviving R. Kelly series came out, and anybody could call with an allegation against Mr. Kelly and have their allegation investigated. And what we learned is that people did not always tell the truth when they called. Not every allegation had merit. And so just because someone says it's true and people cry does not necessarily mean it has merit.
Okay.
I'm not.
I mean, I can't disagree with this lady over here at all. I mean, she's spitting some facts though. And like I said, it's not believe all women. Some of these females want attention. My thing is, when he was in the hot seat and all this was happening, why not bring it out? They had the chance, the perfect opportunity to do it, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like so many red flags in so many situations, right? And people listen, man, people show their true colors after a while. People show, listen, when you are next to somebody, right, and they say weird things or they act weird around you, you're telling me that you're not going to take heed to that? You're just going to ignore the fact? I'm not. So why would you? Why should you? It's too much. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing some red flags. I feel like Drea has a hand in this. I mean, she's really, really mad, at R. Kelly. Like, you could tell. Like, I just wish she could just move on and be happy with her life. Like, he's where he's supposed to be. Leave him there. But that's my opinion, right? But my thing is, why didn't they arrest R. Kelly years ago when they had allegedly proved on him? I mean, this R. Kelly situation is kind of like crazy too. I mean, and it's crazy because, like I said, people don't understand. All right, I'm a surviving warrior, and I'm looking at the situation like something is just a little off. What is it? I just can't pinpoint it, right? But let a shorty know what y'all think and how y'all feel about this situation right here when it comes to, R. Kelly's daughter accusing him of, molesting her as a child. Do y'all think that, she's just acting, right? Y'all think that Drea put her up to this, or do y'all believe what she's saying? Me, I'm going to look a little deeper into it. Listen, to not just the videos that are being sent to me, but the videos that, I look into, like, from the past to now, because there's got to be some clues somewhere along the line. And if Drika, there was a report he was being investigated when she was a child about this, there's got to be something out there about it.
Specific, I don't know what her motivations are, but just because someone cries, I don't can assume they're telling the truth or that they remember accurately.
And I think it's a fair statement. I do want to ask you this, though. It is a very damning statement against a father, and I can only imagine if he's innocent of this, he would be not only devastated but angry. Is there any plan to file a defamation case against her on the part of your client?
Damn, they got families against families. Shit.
Very upset. He's angry, but of course he loves his children. I mean, we haven't decided what legal action we would take in response to this, but it's not really a conversation. He's mourning right now. And again,
mourning what? Who died?
Someone who has been investigated over and over and over again. And we have to pause and wonder, it's not as if, again, this is really a new allegation. And if there was merit to it, why wasn't he prosecuted for it?
Is it on the table? Is a defamation case on the table? Is it something you're discussing with R. Kelly?
I just answered that question. And what I said,
I'm dead.
Spoken to him about what response we will have. So I don't know what you mean by on the table. I don't take actions without speaking to my clients. So I can't answer that question.
That was my question. No, that was my question. Have you spoken with him about that? Because you said you haven't decided on a course of action, and that's why I said, have you spoken to him about this? Is it possible?
We haven't spoken about the legal consequences of the allegation.
Okay, makes sense.
Not talking about that. But what we are talking about, him as a writer, performer, artist, producer, people that he has brought their careers back to life. We talking about from the eyes, he's revamping, bringing back Mr. Biggs and Charlie Wilson, like we gonna be Uncle Charlie, and working on that album from Kelly Price to Michael Jackson, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton. The list goes on and on and on. The man is undeniable. But at the end of the day, he had to do all of that with that dark cloud. But what kept him focused and kept him going is, I have to do this for my children to make sure that they are okay. Because he could have just went under a rock and hid, and shit been in shambles. And
See, Drika sounds like a hypocrite. I said Drika. Drea, right? Drea, yeah. I don't know why I called her Drika. The fuck, that's Kevin Gates' wife. Racheal, fall back.
Be the fuck everywhere. But that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, I love him for that. I will always respect him for that. And he did it with grace in the height of the storm. It wasn't no shit like he went and hid off somewhere and then came back. Happy people! Come on, baby daddy. Other baby daddy. Dancing. You said he wasn't no good. Well, goddammit, I got the right to say he wasn't no good. In my family, I can say that. Because I also know how good he is. I celebrate him and his music and his artistry.
Danny King is saying that listen to her. Okay, I will. Because at the end of the day, I am confused. Like, I'm not understanding this. So, Danny King is right. America can rejoice.
I can say that. Because I also know how good he is. I celebrate him and his music and his artistry. He does what the fuck he do. That's right, Reese. Hey, cousin. Family first, honey. Family first. And you know that special rule about family. I can say what the fuck I want to say about him because he's my family. You ain't got shit to say. I'm going to cuss your ass out. How about that? That ain't your motherfucking family. That ain't your husband. That ain't your baby daddy. So, you know how that is. I do what I do. When I do what I do. Step to the left, step to the right.
She in there just jamming to that shit.
This was your aunt's like favorite part of the song. And I remember her being in the kitchen dancing with her daddy coming up with this choreography. It was the best.
A controversial
Danny King says the news has been confusing the whole world. It's owned by the elites. On some real shit, yo. Let me put this up there for him. Because that's what the news does. It's called television. It's called television for a reason, yo. Shout out to Danny King. Yo, let us shorty know what y'all think about, R. Kelly's daughter and what's happening between them. Now they got these families like enemies right now, yo. But on other news,